Hello everyone, I am doing a Goku theme video. So technically I'm going for videos. His death battle, Goku versus Superman, and Goku Super Saiyan God versus Superman. So this is Super Saiyan God Goku first. And versus Superman.
Goku. Superman. Titans of power, champions of unimaginable might, endlessly requested to fight each other. Again, he's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Who are we starting off with? Please be good. Please be Goku. Please be Goku. Please. Because I don't like Superman.
Gets boring sometimes. Siegel and Schuster were the sons of Jewish American immigrants and knew firsthand what it was like living in a world where they felt alien. Thus, this became the basis of Superman's story. You know how it goes. His scientist dad found out his homeworld Krypton was getting a bit too explosive and sent his son off to Earth to save him. On Earth, Superman's Kryptonian cells can absorb solar radiation from the yellow sun, giving him awesome strength, speed, durability, flight, and the power to shoot heat from his eyes, which can be large enough to vaporize a planet or precise enough to perform lobotomies. Superman was so powerful he could carry entire solar systems on his back, or obliterate them with a sneeze. But over 75 years, Superman has changed quite a bit, including going through 2 separate reboots, which we will be focusing on today. These reboots lessened his insane power, not exactly by altering his abilities, but by changing his outlook. Upon discovering his alien powers, the new Superman rejected them, unintentionally instilling mental barriers on his powers, which he would work to unlock through the rest of his life. Sort of like when you drink too much and don't remember the night before, so you gotta spend all day figuring out how you got yourself a dozen kangaroos and married a lamp. Don't ask. And then, in 1996, the world changed. Dragon Ball Z came to America. Woo-hoo. Dragon, rock the dragon, Dragon Ball Z. 12 years prior, a mangaka, or author of Japanese comics, named Akira Toriyama introduced Dragon Ball, the story of Son Goku and his quest to become the greatest martial artist in the world, nay, the universe. Like Superman, Goku was also sent to Earth from a doomed planet and possessed incredible powers, but that's pretty much where their similarities end. Goku was primarily inspired by the Monkey King Sun Wukong from the Chinese novel Journey to the West. If you have any interest in Asian culture, I highly recommend reading it. It's inspired far more than just Dragon Ball. Throw a stone at a shelf of anime, and odds are it hits something inspired by Journey to the West. Anyway, Toriyama was smart and knew that fighting is awesome, so Dragon Ball took off like a rocket. Sooner than you can say power levels are bullshit, Dragon Ball became a hit anime, and then came to America, literally making its own journey to the West, and forever changing the childhoods of many. Dragon Ball Z became the gateway anime to many Westerners. However, since prior anime had very little success overseas due to the differences between Japanese and American cultures, the companies responsible for importing DBZ understandably feared Goku's character might seem a bit selfish and heartless to a Western audience. Their solution? Turn Goku into Superman. This decision resulted in some strange mistranslations, such as labeling Goku's father as a brilliant scientist. Yeah, I don't see it. As well as perhaps Goku's most famous line, which many argue actually conflicts with his true character.
I am the hope of the universe. I am protector of the innocent. I am the light in the darkness. I am truth. Allied to good, nightmare to you. And this is where it all began. The nerd debates, the internet wars, East versus West, which hometown hero would triumph in a brutal fight to the end. In 2002, Wizards Magazine delivered an answer. They deduced Goku would win, stating that Superman would die to a fall from the moon to the Earth. A decade later, the website Outskirts Battledome launched, dedicated to answering versus matches. This time, Superman claimed victory. However, the chaotic debate careened out of control and eventually became banned forever.
The arguments only grew. The internet needed a solid answer.
That's where we came in.
Disappointed. Oopsie, I spoiled it. Oh, shoot. As a Super Saiyan 4, you can't beat Doomsday. Doomsday's technically so he is killed.
However, since January 2012, Goku and Superman have continued their adventures. Superman gained an all-new ability called the Super Flare, which jettisons all the solar energy stored in his body, essentially turning him into a solar bomb. However, it leaves him completely drained of his powers for the next 24 hours. As such, he will only use the Super Flare as an ultimate last resort.
Goku attained a new legendary form called Super Saiyan God. Despite being a temporary boost, Goku's body absorbed the godly power, essentially making it his new base form. Then, after mixing its power with his Super Saiyan ability, he became a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan! Oh, come on! There had to have been a better name. Ultra Saiyan, Master Saiyan, Super Ultra Combo, and Prize Saiyan, anything but that mouthful.
These new powers have naturally rekindled the ultimate debate.
Is this godly Goku powerful enough to defeat Superman? Or will this just be a repeat of the past?
Well, let's end this debate once and for all. It's time for the rematch of Legends.
It's time for a death battle!
I am the exact same way. We should hang out sometime. You'll love my never-ending oversharing.
Is your mouth on your side? 80% of people agree an unhealthy mouth can make meeting new people uncomfortable. Take control with Listerine.
Why did he not tell me that? He was for the Earth back and all the people. Probably.
Hey, Superman!
Son Goku, I've been expecting you.
Ready for a rematch?
Felt that.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Neither have you.
Like, he's pushing him through the sun ocean and then
With every breath, I could create a hurricane.
I don't know.
This is my burden. Be thankful it is not yours.
Don't get ahead of yourself, buddy. You're not the only one with that kind of power.
Bears or Superman?
Blue hair? I've seen worse.
Oh my god.
You can take it, can't you? You're too strong for your own
So, probably will
Out of my
be.
way.
Yeah. His strongest enemy would say that. Will probably be Super Boo.
Stop.
Buhan. Because he's actually. No. Boo. Yeah, Buhan.
All right. Have you had
Because
your
he's not
fun?
Buhan.
I would prefer we
And
don't accidentally destroy the
his
Earth a
Italian will
second time.
probably reach the embarrass them.
I
Buhan.
will never back down from a fight.
You know who Buhan is? Gohan. Boo said Gohan. This threw me off. Right there. She's not. It's do nothing to it. It's like, that's tough. Like it's not even scratching it. All those punches from it.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god. You killed him, Superman. You don't kill people, how could you?
I believe this is the part where I say, I told you so.
But King Kai, I don't understand. Sure I can. I'll just train harder than ever.
No, Goku. You can overcome any limit put in front of you, but his power has no limit. Even if you somehow found the power to surpass him, you wouldn't have anything left to aspire to. Do you truly want that?
Nah, sounds boring. Oops. King Kai, do you have anything to eat?
Goku, I'm trying to be serious here.
Why? My stomach has limits too, you know.
KO! Whoa! Torches and pitchforks down. Before you start raging, please hear us out on this one, alright?
Goku is incredibly powerful, a skilled warrior, and a great character. But Superman is on a completely different level, one which really doesn't belong in versus matches like these. Sure, due to the writing style of Dragon Ball, Super Saiyan God Goku's exact limits are difficult to pinpoint. Also, Goku will likely achieve a new form in the future. It's just how Dragon Ball works nowadays. However, none of that is really a factor. Goku will always have limits, while Superman's maximum potential is limitless.
Don't believe us? Well, strap in, boys and girls. Let's look at how Superman breaks reality. One day, Superman was hanging out near Vega, the brightest star in the Lyra constellation.
For the record, that's 25 light years from Earth, or 147 trillion miles.
Naturally, a crisis occurred on Earth, so Superman's photographer buddy Jimmy activated his signal watch, calling for Superman's aid. And Superman arrived in a matter of minutes.
Being a comic book, the time Superman took getting to Earth is unspecified. However, the comic never mentioned or implied any large time lapse, and he arrived as the battle was ending. Even if we seriously lowballed this feat to taking 10 minutes, Superman would be traveling over 800 trillion miles per hour, over 1 million times the speed of light. But more impressively, Jimmy's signal watch operates by emitting a high-frequency sound only Superman can hear. Which means Superman heard the signal in the vacuum of space 25 light years away. That is physically impossible. Except for Superman.
Oh, you aren't impossible! How about the time he lifted Spectre off the ground? A guy literally made up of eternity! No, not insane enough for you? Well then, how about the time Superman lifted a book of infinite pages? That's right, Superman lifted both eternity and infinity.
Though he did have some help from Wonder Woman and Shazam.
Hey Wiz, what's half of infinity? Infinity!
Oh my God.
Regardless, they have limits in their own strength. So while they were lifting a specific set part for each load, Superman was lifting everything else, which literally means everything else. Really, Wonder Woman and Shazam didn't even need to be there.
Superman's held a black hole, survived an explosion equal to 50 supernovas, flew to the center of a red sun, which is like tanking millions of nukes rapid fire, and once easily absorbed enough solar energy to vaporize half a galaxy. And to put an end to the Wizards magazine argument, here he is getting thrown from orbit into Earth with enough force to devastate the planet and cause nuclear winter. Oh look, he stood up moments later more pissed off than hurt. Oh, and by the way, none of this was pre-crisis.
Believe us, we know none of this makes any logical sense.
And hey, it's not our fault. These writers just keep making Superman the most impossibly OP guy ever. That's kind of what he's all about.
Exactly. Superman isn't just a sketch on paper. He's an ideal. Superman and Goku are more than just characters. They inspire. They show us the best of what we can become. This is why people get so passionate about this debate.
Goku's the epitome of a self-made man in spirit and personal goals. He inspires people to work hard to achieve dreams. To many, Goku is proof that there is no struggle that cannot be overcome.
And the world of Dragon Ball fits this mold. Every obstacle Goku faces in Dragon Ball has a limit he can overtake. Even those called gods in his universe can be defeated and surpassed.
And that is where Superman breaks this matchup. His world just doesn't fit the same mold.
Superman is an all-powerful being who is only weak to alien radiation and supernatural magic. He is not meant to be relatable. He is not meant to lose. While Goku's story is one of a man trying to be the best warrior he can be, Superman's is the story of a god trying to live amongst men. It's not about if he loses a fight, but whether or not he's doing the right thing. That's why he stands for truth, justice, and freedom. That's why he doesn't wear a mask. That's why he's
kills
called
people.
the Superman.
Like, into
But hey, we know some of you out there have some questions, so let's knock them out of the park right now.
Technically, if Goku could find a way to draw energy across multiverses, his Spirit Bomb could possibly achieve the kind of limitless power to match Superman. But not only would that take way too long to charge, providing Superman with plenty of time to kill him thousands of times over, the Spirit Bomb does not hurt anyone pure of heart.
Exactly.
Like Superman.
Gohan, you have to bounce it back. If you don't have any evil in you, you'll be okay.
Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan was about on par with Golden Frieza. When asked about Golden Frieza's power level at a panel, Frieza's voice actor said that since Frieza was a nice guy, it's probably 100 quintillion. Which is a pun, because power levels are nothing more than a big joke.
Superman has been beaten in battle before, when he was still learning. Saying Superman should lose because he lost to Doomsday is the equivalent of saying Goku should lose because he was one shot by Raditz. We are looking at these characters at their maximum potential, not from some random point in their timelines.
Goku may have divine ki now, but it's still ki, not
He's
magic.
killed
He
him.
may be spiritual in nature, but it's still a natural source of living energy even Superman possesses. In fact, Dragon Ball emphasizes a clear difference between ki and magic.
And if Goku did destroy the sun or the planet, he can't survive in the vacuum of space. Superman can and could always just fly to another yellow sun, or even a blue one, which boosts his powers even faster.
Ultimately, Goku versus Superman comes down to a difference of limits and purpose. What happens when you pit a man with the power to break any limits against a being with no limits in the first place? Well, only one has limits to give at all. But that's exactly what makes him such a memorable character.
Think about it. If you had a Goku that was as powerful as Superman, would you even want him?
The winner is Superman.
Fucking Superman.
I'm disappointed. I am disappointed. Well, come on. Oh, I feel so sad for Goku. Anyway, now we're doing Goku versus Superman, not
That's for mimicking ki techniques.
Ki is metaphysical, made up of things such as vigor, courage, and being in one's true mind.
It's basically a kind of natural life force energy and is a fundamental component of Taoist medicine and martial arts. Oh, and it's not magic.
Dragon Ball creates a very distinct difference between ki and magic. Ki is dependent on the physical ability of the user, and magic users like Babidi are clearly using something different. Goku harnesses and manipulates his ki energy
Into badass lasers and stuff like ki blasts, energy barriers, and the destructo.
Hold up.
Yes, which you totally stole from Krillin. The solar flare blinds opponents, and the spirit bomb puts energy from other things into a giant death ball that takes friggin' forever to make.
and energy taken from sentient beings must be voluntary. The spirit bomb is fueled by positive energy, which is only effective against those filled with negative energy, aka evil. In the Super Android 13 film, Goku actually absorbs the ki gathered from the spirit bomb, becoming one with it, transforming and manipulating the energy himself.
But his two best moves are the Dragon Fist, where he supercharges his punch with a golden ki dragon, and the one and only Kamehameha, a giant focus beam which every kid in the world has always wanted to do. Don't lie, you've tried it.
Goku also uses ki for telekinesis and high-speed flight. He can even sense the power and location of other ki sources, then teleport directly to them with instant transmission.
Which is light speed.
You dematerialize and travel as a mass of light.
Again, false. This is another mistaken translation. According to the original manga, instant transmission is, well, instant. Its only flaw is that it requires concentrated focus.
It's no good. I can't concentrate.
Also, he can read minds.
Wait, what? Is there no limit to this ki thing?
There is. Goku draws from a finite pool of ki energy. So to increase his power, Goku perfected the art of Kaioken. This amplifies Goku's ki, multiplying his strength, speed, defense, and so on.
Only one problem. It puts a giant strain on his body and could even kill him.
Kaioken times 20!
But Goku does not have to rely solely on his ki. He wields the Power Pole, a magical staff which expands and contracts.
When he's hurt, eating a sensu bean heals him up. And to get around, he rides the Flying Nimbus, a flying cloud which probably tastes like cotton candy.
Still, the Kaioken was Goku's trump card for some time until a fateful battle with the tyrant Frieza, who pushed Goku past his limits to achieve the legendary form of Super Saiyan.
There are 4 different levels of Super Saiyan, each drastically boosting his power.
Like the Kaioken, each form does burden his body, so
Super
Goku
Saiyan
has trained to
times
minimize it.
50.
Super Saiyan 3 multiplies the already combined power of Super Saiyan 2 by 4, but comes at a horrible price. That hair.
Oh my god.
Oh, and it pretty much destroys his body while he's using it, but my god, the hair!
Fortunately for Goku, the life-sapping Super Saiyan 3 form would be trumped by his final transformation, Super Saiyan 4. This form alters his body to better endure the 4,000 times power increase.
Complete with pink fur and eyeshadow. Fear the ultimate form.
With each transformation,
to end
minus
Super
full power
Saiyan
Super Saiyan 1, Goku loses
full
some self-control,
power
becoming
to
more
activate
violent and
Super Saiyan
instinct
4.
prone.
When I'm at this power level, it's hard for me to listen to reason. I just lose control.
Goku's greatest strength is his tenacity and never give up attitude. He does not fight to defeat others, he fights to defeat himself.
Sure.
I am the exact same way. We should hang out sometime. You'll love my never-ending oversharing.
Thing.
Is your mouth on your side? 80% of people agree an unhealthy mouth can make meeting new people uncomfortable. Take control with Listerine.
In the morning, a.m. Oh yeah, is that okay? Hold us. Don't worry, you miss anything. Just talking.
What? I can't move.
So, you're an alien too, huh?
What did you do to me?
Pressure points. Didn't work at first, but my X-ray and microscopic vision let me find your body's weak points. You won't be going anywhere. What is that?
Sensu beam. Want one?
No. I'm ending this. Now. What?
Welcome to Super Saiyan.
Okay, Blondie, what's going on?
am Son Goku! And I am a Super Saiyan!
This might take a while.
What? No. Not now. Huh? Hey, what are you doing? No. Is that rock hurting you? Kryptonite. There. Okay, let's go.
What? Why?
I want to beat you at your best. It's no fun if it's not fair.
Gee, thanks. Next time, watch your blind spot. Deja vu. Feels like
Parabolic step!
magic.
The game's not as fun when you're losing, is it?
Game? You think this is a game? I haven't even begun to play. Oh, great. Not another.
I think you need to keep up with Super Saiyan 3. What makes him so strong?
Attacking my mind, huh? My turn. I've got a bad feeling about this. Here we go again.
It's over, Superman. Nobody's stronger than Super Saiyan 4, my ultimate form.
Ultimate form, huh? About time you ran out of hairstyles. Don't have much left in me. Have to get above those clouds.
Okay.
Oh, no, you don't!
I'm pretty sure you just said this. Did you blow up the sun? Oh, that was a bad idea.
Whew. That's it. Good. Light. Wait, there's no way. He's still alive. It's the sun. He's using the sun. But I'm drained. Sun, lend me your energy.
Superman is like the worst. And look, he opened his eyes.
I am the exact same way. We should hang out sometime. You'll love my never-ending oversharing.
Is your mouth on your side? 80% of people agree an unhealthy mouth can make meeting new people uncomfortable. Take control with Listerine.
It's over! It's finally over! We never have to hear about it again!
Indeed. Superman may not be as tenacious as Goku, but sometimes tenacity only prolongs the inevitable.
Superman's power is insane! He can even patch up holes in reality just with his own static electricity.
Goku did not understand Superman's connection to the sun and would not think to teleport him to a red star. Even if he did figure it out, he would run the risk of teleporting him to a blue star, which actually increases Superman's power.
And if Goku destroyed the sun, the supernova would blast all the way past Mars and incinerate him.
So it ultimately comes down to who is stronger, faster, and tougher. The force needed to move an object out of the sun's orbit by 1% is about 1,000 times less than the object's mass. The Earth weighs in just under 6.6 sextillion tons. This Superman is strong enough to move 6.6 quintillion tons.
But since his solar power can rise infinitely, this is nowhere near his maximum strength.
You're lifting 200 quintillion tons. That's 3 times your record.
While being timed by Max Lord, Superman flew to the sun and back in less than 2 minutes. That's 9.4 billion kilometers per hour.
Not to mention he was fighting Wonder Stripper the whole time.
True, so it's likely he can go faster. According to Batman, he can fly at least 17 billion kilometers per hour.
And nobody argues with Batman. The Man of Steel can survive the impact of multiple supernovas, each with about 10 octillion megatons of force.
So Superman's feats and skills are definitively measured. However, Goku's are not, and are difficult to judge. Not only does Dragon Ball heavily abuse cinematic time, but Goku's final adventures in Dragon Ball GT are incredibly inconsistent due to his untimely transformation into a child.
Wow, the room got a lot bigger somehow.
As Ki is dependent on the physical body, his child form likely could not handle his own Ki, sending his power into flux.
It can't take it. It's too weak. My older body was more developed.
And obviously we're not using future Goku, because that would require a ridiculous amount of assumptions. Not to mention we'd have to use future Superman, who's pretty much God. So like Superman, we need to judge Goku in his prime.
After experimenting with dozens of different theories, we discovered an ironclad method to finding Goku's limits, which we call the gravity formula, based around his training in increased gravity. Due to his style of training and Saiyan heritage, Goku increases his abilities proportionate to the amount of force he trains under.
Saiyans are born with a unique ability to fight anywhere.
While in base form, Goku could lift just under 40 tons. This is equivalent to 586 times normal Earth gravity, which we will use in the gravity formula alongside the Super Saiyan power increases to calculate Goku's maximum potential.
Multiplying the 40 tons by the Super Saiyan forms means he can lift up to 160,000 tons in Super Saiyan 4. Strong enough to pick up a continent. Or my ex-wife. Right after Goku trained on King Kai's planet, which has gravity 10 times stronger than Earth's, he flew across Snake Way Road as fast as possible to save his friends. It took him 28 hours. Impressive, since that's 1 million kilometers long.
Except it's filled with curves and Goku flew straight over it. So how far did he actually travel? By comparing Goku's height to a single spike, we can measure each curve. We can then remove those curves from the overall length. So it turns out Goku actually flew 307,000 kilometers, nearly 11,000 kilometers per hour.
To see how fast his base form is by the end of the series, we run the Snake Way number through the gravity formula to find that his top speed clocks in at over 2.5 billion kilometers per hour, over 2 times the speed of light.
We can determine Goku's durability through this bomb, which the brilliant Dr. Gero designed to kill Goku at age 25, when his maximum potential was Kaioken times 4.
That was intended for Goku.
It was intended to be a last resort.
Scans of the bomb display a TNT measurement of 657. Bulma says the bomb could destroy the Earth, so this is likely measured in quadrillion megatons, since it takes at least 53 quadrillion megatons of force to destroy the Earth.
So in his final form, Goku can survive up to nearly 35 sextillion megatons.
Goku doesn't rely solely on his physical abilities. He amplifies his strength and durability with ki.
But even though his ki reserve cannot be measured, we can determine his maximum output. See, his ki attacks do not force him backward unless he allows them to.
Even when firing upward at full power, the ground beneath him remains untouched.
Therefore, according to physics, his maximum output is at most equal to the amount of force he can withstand.
Luckily, we just calculated that with the Gero bomb.
Alright, now that we've determined Goku's maximum potential, let's compare it to Superman.
Holy shit! Not even close!
Now, we can keep throwing feats and equations around, but in the end, numbers cannot measure what Goku and Superman are capable of. They are both ultimate heroes, solutions to daunting problems, and achievers of the impossible. The difference is at the core of their character. Goku has never been invincible. He has very clear limits and must overcome those limits to solve the problems at hand. That's the whole point. On the other hand, Superman's story is not to become the best, but of an immigrant facing the challenge of home versus heritage. After accepting his alien side, Superman has reached his full potential, which under the endless power of the sun is essentially limitless. In short, Superman is as strong as he needs to be. So what happens when you pit a man with the power to break any limits against another who has no limits in the first place? Well, only one has limits to give at all.
Goku just can't keep up with a Man of Steel.
The winner is Superman.
So anyways, thank you for watching this video of my spectate, and I hope you like it. Later on, I'm going to do a couple Minecraft Let's Plays. So yeah, bye.